Let us go to question number 2, subpart number 3. The question is, the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. Find the number. So let us start. Since the question is given as the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number. So let us start the solution. Let the 2-digit number be 10x plus y. Now the question is saying that the sum of the digits of a 2-digit number is 9. So according to question, x plus y equals to 9. Also, 9 times this number is twice the number obtained by reversing the order of the digits. So if I reverse the order of the digits, it will become 10y plus x. So we have to find the numbers. So let us solve this. This implies 90x plus 9y equals to 20y plus 2x. This implies 88x, 90 minus 2 is 88, plus of this 20 minus 9 is 11. So let us write directly, minus of 11y equals to 0. This implies, let us divide by 11, 8x minus of y, 11 8 ja, 11 1 ja, equals to 0. Now equation 2, 1 implies x plus y equals to 9. Adding, we get 9x equals to 9. This implies x equals to 9 by 9 equals to 1. Now putting this value in 1, we get 1 plus of y equals to 9. This implies y equals to 8. Therefore, required number equals to 10x plus y equals to 10 into 1 plus of 8 equals to 10 plus of 8 equals to 18. Answer. Now let us go to question number 2, subpart number 4. I haven't written the complete question because space is very less for me. So you go to question number 4, subpart number 4 of question number 2, exercise 3.4 of NCERT. The question says that Meena went to a bank to withdraw rupees 2000. She asked the cashier to give her rupees 50 and rupees 100 notes only. Now Meena got 25 notes in all. Find how many notes of rupees 50 and 100 she received. So the question is, Meena has to take out rupees 2000 from the bank. She is asking the cashier that the cashier will be giving the amount only in the denomination of rupees 50 and rupees 100. Now the cashier gave her. Now the total number of notes which he gave to Meena is 25. We have to find how many notes of rupees 50 and rupees 100 Meena received. So let us proceed. Let the number of rupees 50 notes equals to x and the number of rupees 100 notes equals to y. Now how much money she has to take out? 2000. One note is, if it is costing 50 rupees, then x number of notes will value 50x. I think you got the point. One note equals to rupees 50. Therefore x notes will be equals to rupees 50x. Similarly, if one note equals to rupees 100, then y number of notes will be equals to rupees 100y. So total amount of 50 rupees notes is 50x and total amount of 100 rupee notes is 100y, and the total amount of which she has received is rupees 2000. So we have got one equation. So we will be writing, according to question, 50x plus 100y equals to 2000. I think you understand. Let us divide by 50. This implies x plus 2y equals to 54 equals to 40. Let us make it equation number 1. Now again the question is saying that in total the cashier is giving 25 notes to Meena, which are in the denomination of rupees 50 and rupees 100. So we will be writing also x plus y equals to 25. Number of 50 notes, number of 100 notes equals to 25 notes. I think you understand this equation as well. Now since the coefficient of x is same, so we will simply subtract. So subtracting 2 from 1, we get minus minus minus. These two will be cancelled. So y equals to 10 minus 5 is 5, 3 minus 2 is 1. Therefore, equation 2 implies x equals to 25 minus 15 equals to 10. Therefore, number of 50 rupees 50 notes equals to x equals to 10, and number of rupees 100 notes equals to y equals to 15, and this is the answer. Now let us do the last question of this exercise, that is question number 2, subpart number 5. The question is, a lending library has a fixed charge for the first 3 days. That is, the library is keeping a fixed charge for the first 3 days and an additional charge for each day thereafter. Means after 3 days, per day one additional charge is taken by the librarian. Now Sarita paid rupees 27 for a book kept for 7 days, while Susie paid rupees 21 for the book she kept for 5 days. Find the fixed charge and the charge for each extra day. So let us start the solution. Let the fixed charge be rupees x and charge per day equals to rupees y. Per day thereafter, per day after 3 days, after first 3 days. after first 3 days equals to rupees y. Now according to question, the question is saying that Sarita paid rupees 27 for a book which she kept for 7 days. Now in 7 days, for the first 3 days the fixed charge is taken, so x for 3 days, and she is returning after 7 days, so 7 minus 3 will be 4. So for 4 days she has to pay the extra charge, and the extra charge per day thereafter is rupees y. So for 1 day the extra charge is rupees y, so for 4 days the extra charge will be rupees 4y. I think you understand. So this equals to 27. Let us make it equation number 1. Also, one more person is there. The person is Susie. Now she paid rupees 21 for the book which she kept for 5 days. So this x for the first 3 days, and she is returning after 5 days. So 5 minus 3 equals to 2. Now for 1 day the charge is rupees y. So for 2 days the charge will be 2y. So 2y equals to 21. Thus we got the second equation as well. Now we have to solve it and get the value of x and y. So since the coefficient of x is same, let us subtract it directly. So subtracting equation 2 from equation 1, we get minus minus minus. These two will be cancelled. 4 minus 2 is 2, and 27 minus 21 is 6, implies y equals to 3. So charge per day which they have to give afterwards after the first 3 days is rupees 3. Putting y equals to 3 in equation 2, we get x plus 2 into 3 equals to 21. This implies x equals to 21 minus 6 equals to 15. Therefore, fixed charge equals to x equals to rupees 50, and charge per day after first 3 days equals to y equals to rupees 3. Answer. So children, we have completed exercise 3.4 of NCERT. Now question number 2 of exercise 3.4 says that form the pair of the linear equations in the following problems and find their solutions if they exist by elimination method. Now that portion, if they exist, I have checked in subpart number 1 only. For the other subparts, you will be checking by your own and hence will proceed as the solution I have done for the other subparts. So, we will be proceeding towards the next method of solution in my next video, which is the cross multiplication method of solving simultaneous linear equations. Thank you, children.